Put a pillow between us.
Got one.
Oh, okay.
Well, today we're going to do both of them. Episode dos. Alright, so question one. Have you guys ever helped each other when one has fallen?
That would be for you.
Trying to think.
I've fallen once in my life. And you want to know what happened?
Yeah.
I was working, which is what I do so well. And I was raking and I backed up and I stepped on a rock and it threw me off balance. And I fell into a big pile of leaves. And Aurelia and Arturo were little. And they went over to tell Papa that Momo had fallen. And he was doing something on the porch. And what he did is he said, I'm going in to make a sandwich. And I had to get up by myself the best way I could. Didn't get hurt. But that's a sign that chivalry is dead. Especially in this household.
Take it for what
And
take it for what it's worth. It's a bologna sandwich. No, she can't keep up with me. So when I fall and turn around and look for help, there's just really nobody there. I have to make my own way and help myself. I've fallen many times and look around for help, and she's nowhere to be seen.
I may be up on a ladder with a quart of paint, and that's why I'm not around when he falls.
That's why I run, afraid the quart of paint will fall on my head.
That famous quart.
Okay, question two. Who works their fingers to the bone the most?
I don't see any.
Mine are skinnier.
The only thing I see is fingernails, so you just have to watch out for those things.
Right.
I work my fingers to the bone around here. And what do I get?
You haven't worked them to the bone. I see plenty of meat around your bones.
Question three. Who blames things on someone or something else the most?
I do. I got a bunch of stories on her, so which one do you want to hear first?
It doesn't matter. Anything's good.
I would say this. If we have company visiting and somebody has to leave a little early, if she has to leave and our company is still here, I tell the company, you better go out in the yard and move all the cars because she has a very bad habit of banging into cars that are parked. Her car accidents go way back to 1969. We went to a convention in Canada, and lo and behold, if she didn't smash into a car, it was parked. She came to pick me up from work one day, made a U-turn in the highway, got the front of the car all smashed up. I didn't want to embarrass her. So when we drove...
But he doesn't mind embarrassing me now. We've been married 48 years.
So when we drove to see her mother that afternoon, I kind of parked the car into the hedge because I didn't want her to get in trouble. Now she's married, she's grown, and here I am trying to protect this innocent woman. Her mother came out and said, why have you parked the car in the hedge? And I just ignored her. I think she finally did see it. Smashed car. Sometime after that, we had a really nice, I think it was an Impala. And she backed out to go do a job cleaning up a house. I think it was Mr. Bernie's house. And lo and behold, she didn't smash the front light. I came home, saw it, went over there to the house where they were working at Mr. Bernie's, and I asked the question, who did it? And nobody, Matthew and Timothy said, what? She wouldn't even look at me. And I said, who did it? And she kind of smirked around and turned her back against me, and right away I knew she was guilty.
You notice I have remained quiet during this
because
time.
You're guilty. She pled guilty a long time ago.
He didn't mention not one scrape he's had with cars, has he?
Oh, I'm a good
But
driver.
I promised that I was going to be nice this time, in
Good.
my memory, see,
Her
he
memory's-
drags up the history.
Her memory.
He went all the way back to 1969. This is before most of the viewers of this video would ever see it.
I can bring you up to date if you want, but I'm just trying to show there's a trend here.
A trend.
She's
So I wreck cars.
she's
He falls
incorrigible.
I wreck cars, but he falls over his own feet. Sometimes it's something as small as a sweet gum ball. Sometimes he falls down steps. Sometimes he can even fall up steps.
That's true.
And he's fallen through windows.
That's true too.
Yes. And I had a chance when we worked up on the roof for him to fall off the roof, but I saved him. I had an electrical wire around my waist and held
And
him
around my neck.
held him onto the roof while he nailed some boards on it. Just so he wouldn't go headlong over the edge of the roof. But no mention of that, is it?
Oh, no,
No.
Thank you very much.
Oh! I've been thanked!
Okay, question 4. Who is more OCD?
He is.
I think we're all OCD.
What'd you put the globe back here for? Oh, the globe is broken. No wonder. I'm going to have to get a new one.
Of course you are.
Well, it's broken. And you got a chair right here that doesn't even sit
We
right.
haven't used that globe in years. Why would you need to buy a new one?
Because we're studying geography
You have
right
a
now.
map. You've invested money in a map.
But the globe is good
That's
too.
not round.
What do you hold on to these wheelchair props for? Gosh, the closet is all junked up. You should see it.
Put you in a wheelchair one day, and I'll need those things.
Question 5. Do you guys both enjoy the same thing, like history, TV shows,
Oh,
etc.?
no.
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 I don't like
Absolutely
history. History's in the past. I like stories that are real, things that you can learn from, like a documentary. But I don't want a documentary of a war. I don't like watching men and women get killed in battle.
I think documentaries of war are extremely important because without wars, we would not have a country.
And if we have many more wars, we won't have any men left.
Question 6. Who exaggerates the most?
He does.
She does. She's just like her sister and her mother.
He's just like his mother.
If she tells a story 3 times, it's nowhere near what she began with, and you begin to wonder when this third demonstration of the story comes around, you wonder what she's talking about. Is there something new that happened? I don't know. You just have to kind of piece it together. And that first story, second story, third story is like a book almost. It's got so many different things in it. True.
That's so sad. I feel sad for him.
She would do well writing a book.
Question 7. Do you guys like to have the same temperature in the house?
No.
No, he likes to be cold.
She's hot-blooded, I'm cold. No, I'm hot-blooded, she's cold-blooded. She's got to have the heat on. I need to have the heat turned off. So we compromise.
No, there's no compromise.
We compromise somewhere in between.
See, you caught him in a lie. There is no compromise.
I asked
We
her.
have the heat and the temperature set where he wants it.
No, that's not true.
Because if it gets the least amount hot, he is turning the air conditioner on.
So this is the second part of that 3-stage story I was telling you about.
Part of the reason it
It's
gets so
changing.
hot is all these blamed light bulbs that are burning. They put off heat. Then he wants to cool off the house because it's too hot. Well, if he turned the light bulbs off, maybe we wouldn't have quite so much heat in the house.
Do you want to know what OCD is? That's her light bulb deal is OCD. So she's so stubborn about that issue that I told her, if you don't leave my lights on, what I'm going to do is go around to all the outlets. I'm going to take out the switches in the lamps. I'm going to hardwire the lamps right into the outlets so you can't turn them off. You'll have to go throw the breaker unless you unscrew the light bulb. But by that time, the light bulb was hot. And so 1 or 2 times, burnt fingers, leave my light bulbs alone.
His light bulbs that I'm buying. Now, whose light bulbs would they belong to? I buy the light bulbs. That's my main complaint, is that they cost so much these days. They're not They're not $1 a piece anymore. Some light bulbs cost $20-some. That's my money.
Foolish choice. Light bulb should only be about $1, maybe $2.
Well, that's the problem I'm facing.
I hope you
Is
get it
that I'm
figured
buying
out.
all these expensive light bulbs so you can burn them out.
Question 8. Who breaks things the most?
He
I
does.
don't know. She's broken a lot of stuff.
He does.
She's broken several cars.
He's bad with bowls, glasses. Yeah, he's broken the last of many things that we've had. Yes.
Let's see. What was
Up
it
in your
you said?
bathroom just a couple weeks ago, you broke a
Can you tell me what's wrong with this computer here? I don't know what I did. Well, let me see if I can figure it out. Oh, yeah, you broke a keyboard.
I've never broken a keyboard.
What happened to that key that's missing over there?
Oh, that's the way it was when Hector gave it to us.
Likely story.
That's the truth. But what does that have to do with broken glasses?
Has a lot to do with it.
Now, this is Timothy's question. One of his questions. Who loses the most stuff?
Who,
He
what?
does.
Who loses the most stuff?
He does.
I probably too, because
Yeah.
I'm the busiest person.
He used to say that Matthew and Timothy was playing with his glasses was the reason why
He lost his.
he would lose his glasses. They have been playing with them. Well, what happened? Anyway, he would lose his glasses and then blame it on the boys. When the boys grew up and moved away, his glasses still got missing. The boys were nowhere around. In fact, they were in California. And he would say, "Where are my glasses?" And I'd say, "Well, the boys must be playing with them." We would always find his glasses. They were right where he'd last put them. But it's so easy to blame the boys and make me go on hunting expeditions for that. And now we look for glasses and the phone.
So, who takes the most pictures down? She took all my pictures down off the wall. 90% of the pictures on the wall are hers. So I don't know where a lot of my pictures got lost because she didn't like them. She took them down and she put them somewhere else.
Like the
And
hardwire of the electricity.
And if
I
I
just
have
took
mail,
them down.
and if I have mail laying on the dining room table or file folders or books that I'm going to be using, I put them out there because there's more room at the end of the table. It may be a week, 2 weeks before I get back to find them. But so what she's done is gathered them all up, put them in a stack, and who knows where that stack is.
You know where the stack is. I told you where it is.
I've checked
If
that.
we get company, do you think we want a bunch of his folders and his papers at the end of the table?
We don't have company very often, so
But
I'm
when
not
we
worried.
do, that's when I gather it all up. I would like my dining
She
room
gathers it
table
up
just
every
to
day.
be clear. You know, like most people have their dining room tables clear.
Oh, no.
I would like mine clear, but no, it looks like a mailroom sometimes.
You should see Arturelia.
Then tax season comes along, and it's nothing but taxes. Taxes, papers all over the place. And this goes on for quite a while. Meanwhile, I bite my tongue.
You should.
He swears things aren't where he looked for them.
The reason why
And
is
then I
because
go right behind him and I pull it out.
she puts them in odd places, like way at the back of
Like
the
I put
refrigerator,
eggs
stacked
in the
behind,
refrigerator. How
stacked
weird
behind
is
3
that?
or 4 different things. She
How in
hides.
the world?
She
It
hides.
doesn't make any sense at all that I would hide the eggs
She
in the
had stuff
refrigerator
just so
from
she
him.
can create a story. That's what that's about. Oh, he couldn't find it. Well, no wonder I couldn't find it. It was hidden.
It wasn't hidden. I came
was.
right down here and got it.
It wasn't-
right where you
it
had
was-
been supposed
Oh,
to
I got the eggs. You didn't get the eggs.
No, you came to the kitchen and said, "Where are the eggs?"
And then I
said,
went
"They're
back and got
there."
them. Then I went back and got them.
And there they were.
I got them.
Yes, after you looked for them and you said you couldn't find them. I told you where to find them, where they were. And I came and got them myself.
At least I don't forget where I hang somebody's jewelry.
Yeah.